Here's something nobody wants to admit. You already know enough English to have conversations right now. The problem isn't your vocabulary or your English pronunciation. The real problem is that you're thinking yourself into silence. And honestly, that overthinking is costing you opportunities, connections, and the confidence you deserve. But here's the exciting part. What if you could start having real English conversations today without waiting for some magical moment? In this English podcast episode, I'm going to show you exactly how to break free from overthinking and finally start speaking English with confidence. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll wonder why you ever let fear hold you back. Hey there, friend. My name is Mia. I'm so glad you're here with me today because this is exactly where your journey to English fluency starts getting real. The Fluency Club podcast isn't just another English learning show. It's your safe space where you can practice English without feeling like you're back in that stressful classroom. Here's the deal. Every episode, we focus on practical stuff you can use right away. We'll work on listening skills, practice real conversations, and I'll even throw in some slow English sections so you can shadow along and build confidence. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress, and you're already making it just by being here. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever had the perfect sentence in your head, but when it was time to actually speak English, nothing came out? You're not struggling because you don't know the words. You're stuck because you're thinking way too much about how to say it perfectly, this overthinking thing. It's literally killing your English fluency before it even has a chance to grow. I've seen students who understand English podcasts perfectly, but freeze up the second they need to have a real conversation. And the wild part is, the idea was right there in their head the whole time. They just couldn't let it out. Let me tell you what's really behind all that overthinking. It's fear. You're scared of making a mistake, scared that someone's going to judge your English pronunciation. And maybe back in school, some teacher made you feel small when you tried to speak English. And now that memory sits in your brain like a guard dog that won't let you talk. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Every single person who speaks English fluently today has made thousands of mistakes to get there. Native speakers mess up all the time and just keep talking. But somehow, when it comes to English practice, we hold ourselves to this impossible standard that even native speakers don't meet. You know what's crazy? While you're sitting there trying to construct the perfect sentence, the conversation has already moved on. I see this all the time. Students wait for that flawless moment to speak English. But by the time they've got it figured out, the moment's gone. Here's what I want you to understand. Saying something simple right now is 1,000 times better than saying nothing at all. If someone asks, "How was your weekend?" and you just say, "Good, I relaxed," that's a win. Every simple sentence you say out loud is building your English fluency muscle, even if it's not grammatically perfect. All right, now I'm going to give you some actual tools you can use right away. First, keep your sentences short. Instead of trying to say a complex paragraph, just say the movie was great. Boom. You spoke English, you communicated, mission accomplished. Next, learn these reaction words. Oh, really? That's nice. I see. No way. These are your safety net for English conversation practice. And memorize 5 or 6 ready-made phrases like, "Could you repeat that?" Or "That sounds interesting. Tell me more." When you've got these in your back pocket, you'll never feel completely lost during English practice. Now, here's where the magic happens. Practice speaking English where nobody's judging you. Start talking to yourself. When you're cooking, narrate. "Now I'm chopping the onions." Record voice messages on your phone about your day and listen back. Without that panic of someone watching you. And if you've got a friend who's also trying to learn English, set up regular practice sessions where you both agree. No judgment, just conversation. Maybe start with shadowing an English podcast together. The key is finding people who make you feel safe. Because when you're relaxed, your English fluency actually has room to grow. Let's talk about that voice in your head, the one constantly criticizing your English speaking. That voice is probably saying your English pronunciation is terrible, right? Well, I need you to fire that voice and hire a new one. Replace those harsh thoughts with something gentler. Instead of "I sound stupid," try "My English is under construction." And that's okay. Instead of "I'll never speak English well," say "I'm learning and every conversation makes me better." When you change how you talk to yourself, you literally change how your brain approaches learning English. You know what counts as progress? One sentence. If you spoke English just once today when you normally wouldn't have, that's a win worth celebrating. Real English fluency doesn't happen overnight. The small steps are where the actual magic happens. Stop waiting for the day when you'll suddenly wake up speaking perfect English. That day doesn't exist. Every time you push through the overthinking and actually speak English, even if it's just to order coffee, you're proving to your brain that speaking is safe. And that's how English practice turns into genuine fluency. Look, overthinking is probably stolen thousands of opportunities from you already. Moments where you could have made a friend, landed a job, or just felt proud, gone. Because your brain convinced you to stay quiet. But you don't have to let it win anymore. So here's what I need you to do. Stop letting overthinking silence your voice. Every time you practice English, every time you push through that fear and just talk, you're not just learning a language, you're reclaiming your voice and opening up a whole new version of your life. So here's my challenge for you. Today, say at least 3 sentences out loud in English. Don't overthink it. Don't judge yourself. Just speak. That's how you start building real English fluency, one small step at a time. Now tell me, what's your biggest struggle when it comes to speaking English? Drop it in the comments because I read every single one and I want to help you break through whatever's holding you back. And hey, if this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next English podcast episode. We're here to help you learn English in a way that actually works. Let's keep growing together. I'll see you in the next one.